Ooh. And I am live. Good morning, everybody. It is the 23rd of July. The beauty queen is awake. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Now that I don't have Marshall around, I'm going to light my morning cigar, enjoy my morning coffee, talk to you guys a little bit before I head out of, officially head out of Milwaukee. What a great town. First of all, I want to make sure to thank IRC Bully for his kindness. Make sure you're on live chat, everybody. I want to thank IRC Bully for his kindness and stream sniping us 2 times, or one of his associates kind enough to bring us some Gatorade at what was the end of a long chooch. Good morning, Jeff. How are you? What was the end of a long chooch yesterday, and for him to come up and have that guy present us with the Gatorade was pretty cool. Good morning, Vicky. Vicky's prayers have finally been answered until CamperCon, the Desert Meetup, October of 2019. Good morning, Sister Earth. McFly, nice to see you. Yes, I said my goodbyes to Marshall this morning. And guess who else popped over to say hi this morning again? Desert Donnie. I'm right on the flight path of the airport here in Milwaukee. Ooh, that was safe. All right. One of my rare pleasures with that Marshall right now, having a morning cigar. I hope you all are having a great Tuesday today. What an epic time in Milwaukee. This is going to be a short stream. It's goodbye, Milwaukee. Missy Jenn, I'm coming home. I've got 2,100 miles to go to get back to the Rancho as I sit here in the south of Milwaukee, the great city of Milwaukee. And what an incredible place to be. Happy Tuesday to you, Jeff. Tuesday is the one okay today. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is get, I think I'm supposed to meet Mark Handler just outside of Council Bluffs going west, Iowa. He has something he wants to give us. Told him I can't do a stop for meals or all that because I'm going to be probably driving pretty much into the night tonight, heading west. We're going to be fighting the sun, but we're going to be gaining time as we go west. Mark's a really great guy. Really great guy. I'm having something called Cafe Caruba. Today it must be something local. Great coffee my way. Must be something local here in the area. Quick stop. Let me tell you, one thing that I have a lot of regret. One thing I got a lot of regret. What's up, Nicole? One thing I got a lot of regret is I did not spend more time in Milwaukee, because what a great city this turned out to be with the amazing architectural features here, the food scene. Not much of a night scene, but you can't really judge by Monday night. You can't really judge by a Monday night. Stupid cigar there. Fucking airplane's like 10 feet over my head. Takes good care of his truck next to me. Wiping it down. It's about 20 years old. Is Milwaukee a beer brewing town? It sure is, McFly. You look around, you got the historic breweries like Blatt's. I'm going to have a short video on that. You know, it's not what it used to be because of craft brewing and the number of small breweries, and Anheuser-Busch rose up to exceed Milwaukee over there in St. Louis, Missouri. Pabst, Schlitz, Blatt's, all of the big ones. Miller beer. I'm enjoying that cigar, man. Milwaukee's best. Old Milwaukee. Not sure if they make that. I think I still see that crap in the case. you know. Okay, take care, Nicole. Must be a huge union town. It's probably not to the extent that Chicago is, but you know darn well that they had a lot of union stuff. I got cleaned up this morning and ready to hit the road, and Elvis was already up. I couldn't believe it. Desert Donnie had cruised in at about 5:30 a.m. to where we were boondocking. He's like, "Oh, I want to make sure I want to make very sure that I meet you again before you leave." What a nice guy he is. Paid it forward with a nice dinner to us. He gave me some hand sanitizer and just a quality person. And he's like, "Yeah, I definitely want to hang with you guys." And you know, when you get down to Arizona, so it's almost like we're building uh, our own little caravan or whatever for CamperCon Desert Edition 2019 in October. That should be a hoot. I feel like just getting on a plane and flying home. Leave the van. Seems like Detroit was the most surprising, nice and clean. So Henry Ford Museum was unreal. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing, babe? You know, you're right, McFly, until I got to Milwaukee. And I thought to myself, you know, on Sunday, driving up, I mean, we're in Chicago, and I think, I look at the distance to Milwaukee, and I'm thinking to myself, should I or shouldn't I? Should I go up or not? And then the weather broke, and it got really cool. Is that Quinny in there? If that's Quinny, good morning, honey. Coffee is good. This Karuba Cafe is good, good. So I'm going to pop on the highway here, eventually meet up. Once I get on I-80, I'm not sure if I'll go live. I might continue going live now when I leave. I don't know. But I need my GPS to get the hell out of Dodge here. Once I get on the open road and stuff, I'll be live for a lot of the trip. But like I say, when I got up to Milwaukee, I was like, darn, I wish I had spent more time. I wish I had dedicated more days to coming up to Milwaukee, because this is a fantastic town. You got like people like Donnie, then the IRC bully, with the nice things that he did for Marshall and I. It was amazing. He's a very nice guy. Safe travels. Thank you, Nellen. Thank you. All I want to say is please have a safe trip. Thank you, Quinny. You'll be enjoying the sights, what there are, going westward. Be flat as a flounder till we get to Wyoming. And I will tell you, depending on drive and things, if I can get to Cheyenne at a decent, it'll be late at the night on Wednesday night, I can dedicate Thursday to looking around Cheyenne, and then push off from Cheyenne through Salt Lake and on to Reno. It'll be a pretty long drive, but then I'll be in Reno maybe Friday night at the latest, and we can do a little chooching around Reno before heading back to the Rancho. I can't even ever keep these things lit. Can't ever keep these things lit. Sun's coming out. Hope you guys enjoyed Donnie's van. What a great band! What a great band he has. And the city of Milwaukee. I have a lot of video coming up for Milwaukee. I still have video from Chicago I haven't done. It's just a question of time. Now it's going to be a ton of time on the road. So we'll see what Cheyenne is like. We'll see what that's like today. Again, if you're in here, thumbs up or appreciate it. Then let me ask you guys, what was the highlight of this adventure? Was Salt Lake, from Santa Rosa to Las Vegas to Salt Lake City to Omaha, Nebraska, Omaha to Battle Creek to Toronto to Buffalo to Baltimore to Detroit to Chicago and then Milwaukee. That is a lot. Thank you, baby doll Joe Smith. Oh, you've enjoyed it all. Kit Kat said, leaving elbow. That's the highlight. Joseph Kane, hello. Thank you, my friend. Safe trip home. I appreciate that. But thank you very much. I will actually miss traveling with Marshall. It was good to have somebody to walk with and to do some driving, choo-choos the company. I'm not a person that does well as a loner on the road. That's why I'm glad this whole idea of you know, something shaping up for October will be nice. CamperCon 2019, the Desert Edition down in Arizona. The weather should break nice. Santa Fe, New Mexico, all down there should be a pretty cool, pretty wild trip. By that time, Dee might be hooked onto the caravan. I just don't know. I'm just not sure. But I had a good time. He was a good traveling person. He was excellent for doing research for interesting places to go eat. You'd like the beautiful old structures in Milwaukee. That's really cool. Hey, Andrew, get some Car Valley curd before you leave. Man, I'm curded out. We went to the Milwaukee Roadhouse down on, I guess it was 5th Street last night. That was really good. I'm going to have that coming up. 5 people in a total parasite. I think Donnie's a good guy. Desert Donnie's a good guy. He's pretty cool. I'm sure I'll meet up with a lot of positive people. Like I said, it's almost continuous adventures. As soon as I get back after 2 weeks, I'm taking off for Las Vegas for a week. I'm going to enjoy myself poolside for a whole week. Down there and do some chooching, see some new sights, so that should be exciting. Don is okay. He's an okay guy. I mean, he's a hard-working guy. He is heading back down to Arizona today. He's got about an 1,800-mile journey. So I don't know if Marshall's going to stick around Milwaukee or not. I wouldn't be surprised if he just heads back to. He's not one to appreciate. What would I say? Appreciate architecture and history and that kind of stuff. I think he just likes more the people scene, the nightlife, that kind of stuff. When I go back to places like Toronto, I'd concentrate more on the nightlife and having seen a lot of the other stuff and get the feel for nighttime. I'm curious about that drawbridge. Did it feel secure when you walked it? That drawbridge, Patricia Wakefield, felt like solid as can be, that road surface. Those lift bridges are, they're probably the easiest ones to mechanically design, as opposed to a bascule bridge that draws. It's pretty good. Very, very solid, those bridges. And now, I mean, you're walking on the river walk, and they're going up and down. Why is it always so negative on your opinion, please? I think I don't think he's negative on Chicago. I think he's positive. He's positive when he's experiencing them, and then he has this strange phenomenon. It's like if we go to eat something, and a lot of times he'll do the research, and at the time we're doing the video review, he'll be pretty positive on the experience, and then, as the hours go by, then he'll start to nitpick on stuff. That wasn't a good quantity for the price, or, when I think about it, this wasn't, he has, when you get to Milwaukee and it's cool, got glad to be here, the weather and everything, and then over time it just, he's not into architecture, he's not into history, so it's not his kind of, his kind of scene is to be, over on Boys Town in Chicago, or to be at Wesleyan Church in Toronto, that kind of scene. My route's going to be 80 all the way. I'm just dipping down from the southwest of, I'm leaving on the west side of Milwaukee. I'm slightly on the south side of Milwaukee. I'm going to be heading west. I don't know if it's 43 or something like that. and that's going to take me southwest, and it's going to meet up with I-80, and then it's just I-80 all the way. I-80 all the way, so I'll just do some road stuff when I'm feeling tired. Yeah, I don't know about punching people and all that kind of stuff. I think sometimes he feels maybe slighted because of the clothing he wears or whatever. Maybe people give him a look that, you know, you can be who you want to see. A lot of this Northwestern Mutual, they have these big conventions and stuff, and a lot of these people are really dicks. They're spilling on the sidewalk, they're drunk, they're leaning on each other, they don't allow you to go by, you have to walk in the street. So, you know, it's a big convention there with the Northwestern Mutual Insurance Company. Milwaukee Chooch, there we go. You know, but if you're going to wear a dashiki, which I don't care, I mean, I was looking around to buy my own. We thought that would be pretty funny if I had a dashiki on too, but that didn't happen. But overall, I would rate it a B experience with him on the daily. He gets frustrated, like he did a lot more work on the box build, and you know, a lot of more of the groundwork of having to, you know, crawl under the van and do this. And he was cooperative, running errands, going here and there. I mean, he did work pretty hard on that, and I think I have to give him credit for that. So he's looking to, you know, it depends how I feel in December. So November, December, over the holiday season, if I feel like doing the interior of that thing, I don't know. It's, you know, I'm not doing that. You know, the holiday time, I'll be home anyway between say Halloween and you know, Christmas time. I'm probably going to scrap the adult video meetup in Vegas simply because I'm just burned out on Vegas. It doesn't mean that much to me to be there, so I'd rather take off for Florida and along the Texas, Louisiana, and all that. Yeah, it's fine, Beta Boy Elvis. Hey, man, you gave me good information for the stuff that I was seeing. The safe house thing, I thought it was going to be a bar or something like that. It's evidently something where you have to find your way out of the safe house. Hey, Cupcake, how you doing, baby doll? There's one of the people I so wish that I had met here in, I think she could have driven to Milwaukee or Chicago, wherever we could have met up. I mean, it would have been, that's the only person that's been a consistently good friend of mine for years that I'm really sorry I didn't meet up in the areas of Chicago and Milwaukee, because I don't know, I've always liked her. I like her cooking. I like the things that she does. I like her being on Tribes Chat. She's a good staple in that. So. Oh yeah, I know you're not allowed to drive. That's a shame, you know. So, well, you know, next time there will be a next time for Milwaukee. Milwaukee's an incredible city. So, yeah, Zinger really rocked it. You guys were very helpful. I was getting a little nervous at the end, like, where did I park the car crossing over the other side? But like I told you guys about Milwaukee, it's the one place that I came on the trip to Great Lakes tour that I wished I had more time to explore, because, well, quite literally, I wasn't expecting it to be this cool. Of a town. You know, it's a convention town, but it's not a big tourist town, and there's a difference. What did you end up eating? You know what? Where we went last night, Cupcake, we went down to the Milwaukee Broad House, and I rated it one of my few 10 experiences down there. The sausages they put down was amazing. They gave us gifts and stuff when we left, when they found out we were doing stuff for YouTube, and it was delicious. Very delicious. Madison is supposed to be really awesome. Okay, Amy. Thanks, honey. That was a good place, and we were able to look down there to nightlife. I don't know if you saw the driving chooch last night. That was pretty cool. I just went out driving for about an hour. That was fun. Things never stay lit, so you're not really even smoking. It's like vaping air. You love Madison's Farmers Market. The problem is, it's good for color and stuff, but what are you gonna do? I don't really want to start doing the cooking on the road and all that. Plus, once I got to Chicago, people started buying meals for me, which was nice, and that was good. Although Marshall split on all the food and stuff like that, which was a good thing. But I rate this city a real good A for if you're into architecture or preservation of beautiful structures, then this city's awesome. I have to compliment you on the Niagara Falls. Thank you very much, Dano. I appreciate that. The best I ever saw. I think you would have done all right, Cupcake. I mean, Marshall in person, like I was saying, he'll reach like a trigger point. He'll perceive that he got slighted by somebody on the street, like maybe somebody purposely didn't move out of his way, or people were giving him a look or something. Because it's one thing to have a selfie stick with a cell phone on it. It's another thing to be swinging a full-on Sony camera at the end of a selfie stick. Now there's something that you don't see every day. So 30 square miles surrounded by reality. Absolutely, Johnny Watt. But was he a good person to travel with? Yes, he was. Yes, he was, and I am happy I built that box. Worked out beautifully. On a night when the temperature really never dipped below 88, 85 degrees in Chicago, that performed like a champ. He had that generator running for 9 hours and performed beautifully. So, what I never heard from him yesterday was, excuse me. Oh, you see, I don't know. I'm not following his stream, I try to be polite to people. I compliment people. I see a woman that's elegantly dressed. It was a Nigerian woman, obviously, or somebody from Africa, and she had the most colorful and beautiful headdress and stuff on. And I just can't resist complimenting people and doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, thank you, Zinger. I think now, as a result of the travel, more people will be willing to come out and meet on the road, which is great. Like I said, I have this couple people in Cheyenne, Wyoming that have reached out to me. I've been communicating with them, and I'll have a chance on hopefully Thursday to do some touring around Cheyenne. Got to try to get to Cheyenne by late Wednesday night, so I can overnight get cleaned up and all that. Surprised you at the dinner at the Polish restaurant. Oh, okay. Yeah, he had a trigger point. Thank you very much. I enjoyed your... Oh, thank you very much, Joseph Kane. Hey, Bosco, now I got to go back to the Rancho. I got to get caught up there. I want to get back and get some sun, bikini up a little bit, shake my boobies, and go down to Las Vegas and just chill out for a week or so. Go down to Point Range in the meantime and enjoy Northern California. Enjoy that. I don't want to get any tickets on the way back. I've been good so far. I just got that one ticket from that cop in Nebraska. I might stop in Omaha there and ask what the situation is on the investigation. I don't think they do anything on that. Did a great job on that box matching. Thank you. Oh, that's great, Cupcake. I'm glad to hear your labs were perfect. Yeah, I'm going to give you a breakdown at the end, Nolan. Now, remember, I'm not in an RV. And at the beginning of the trip, I was buying a lot of the meals through Detroit. When people would come to see us. You know, these are people for the most part that are living on, I judged maybe fixed income, so I thought it would be. So once it was in Chicago, then the expenses dropped down to about something on the order of $30 to $40 a day, which was dirt cheap. You know, $4 for breakfast and $20 for the balance of your food, and maybe $5 a day for gasoline if you're just going to be in that area. Good morning, Mouse Toes. Good morning, Kim. Nice to see you, honey. Do you stay in any hotel in Las Vegas? I stayed, the last hotel I stayed in was a Motel 6 in Omaha with Dee. And then I boondocked on his property up there in Michigan. So really, Omaha, which was like the 18th of June was the last time I was in a hotel. So I've been in the van every night, and it's been fantastic. You know, as long as you can sleep well, you got everything else covered on. I don't have AAA. I can't wait to get into the bikini either, Jeremy. You know, I need to get my son back. I've had bikini withdrawal. YouTube, get that Rosie McNamara channel going. Then I'll have some time. I can go through and get the channels remonetized, go through videos, redesign the front page. I can take my time. But I've been very happy with the level of tips, the way people have been supporting me in my journeys. It's been good. It's been fantastic. No complaints and a lot of thanks. J Money, how you doing? Nice to see you. I can't keep this thing lit. So for me, Milwaukee was a super little gem at the end of this thing. And if I come through again, which I will on the Great Lakes tour again, Toledo, Ohio, Akron, I will put in some of the other cities on the Great Lakes. I don't always have to be to major cities, but I just enjoy exploring. So speaking of tips, thank you, Mouse Toes. We're coming up to the end of the month, the Tip Your Mods Day. I'll be doing that myself out of my funds here, and just the people can just, those that choose to participate can just drop me a Gmail. icanmakeitlikenew@gmail.com, and at the end of the month I'll take care of that. My mods do a lot of hard work. They're here under tough conditions. Hey Coach, how you doing? All right, Christina says I live near Toledo and Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland's another city. I feel very bad not having seen Cleveland, but I will give Cleveland center stage next time I'm up here. Morning. Yeah, you've been wearing helmets, and you guys have done a good job. I've seen the internal chats that are going on. I do have an internal message board amongst my moderators, which is great. They can communicate during the chat, after the chat, tell people when I'm live and things like that. And I know it's stressful for them because like having Elvis on is not their cup of tea. But you know, I'm here now, and I judged that being with him was a positive experience, and I would definitely hang out and do that again because basically it kept him focused for the better part of 3 weeks on, you know, not going after, you know, not the usual shtick. It was a different routine. In other words, it brought out the better in you know, didn't do his late night dirty deletes and all that stuff. So. I got a shower. Daniel says hello. I do have the very best moderators. Now Nicole, I mean, she does stuff the right way. She doesn't really, her and Elvis have a long history together. And she just says, hey, you know what, I'm not going to be around when it's on. And that's the kind of decision that I wish more people would make on YouTube. She can go about doing the things that she enjoys doing. And it doesn't get in her mind and stuff. She can still maintain a very positive positive flow on YouTube, which is great. I'm not too far from Akron, Cleveland. Yeah, I don't know who booted Joe King. I didn't boot him out, so he can use one of his other 100 accounts to pop in. Ginger is sleeping. Do not disturb. Good morning, Norm F., the Canadian Clipper in the chat. Hope you've enjoyed the travels, Norm. Been trying to bring that content. I got a lot of more stuff to do. I clicked off when that's what I'm saying. A lot of people clicked off when it's just the right thing to do for you. Joseph Blade, list your channel views being down 200. I don't know. My channel views are 20 up to 19, 20,000 every 2 days, every 48 hours. Another day in Milwaukee. Give me your Gmail and I'll send you a screenshot of mine. Good morning, Nathan. I think I had one, well, you can look at it, but my channel views were, I think, 1.7 million for the last 28 days. There's nobody that comes close to that on the Boyd, and I'm probably right at 13 million views right now. So the channel's doing great. There's so much content on there. If I didn't put up anything again, it would always just stay at 12,000, stay at 6,000 views a day, every day, year in, year out. But I don't talk about that. It doesn't matter to me. But when people say the channel's not doing well, nonsense. I think yesterday was reaching 19,000 views for 48 hours, which is big. Yeah, 13 million views, and that's just on one channel. That's just on one channel. Oda May, thank you. J Money says, I love your content. Thank you. No, what I'm going to do, Cassidy, thank you, honey, love you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Rancho. I need to take about 2 weeks, and then Dee and I are going to reunite, I think, down in Las Vegas. I'm going to be back poolside for a solid week of just chilling out and chooching in Las Vegas and having a good time. I'm going to get back to eating a lot of salads. This plane's like right overhead. So Vegas will be good. Then get back from Vegas, then after Labor Day, the Pacific Coast Tour begins, all done the coast of California. Yeah, you get some hot days there. Yeah, you're happy again. How you doing, Oda May? Yeah, Zinger's like, I know where you are, but I'll never tell. I am near the airport. She knows. Milwaukee's one of these strange cities. Normally the south side is bad, but in Milwaukee, the north side is bad. We roll into an area and Marshall's got to run the demographics. Man, I got to check the area. I got it, which was good because that first day, some people think that thing was staged. There was no way that was staged because Marshall was as caught off guard as I was. Plus, Bully hadn't been on his channel in a long time. The destination for tonight is somewhere in Nebraska. That's the destination. So I'm going to have to get on my horse. It's about 8:14, about 10:14, about 10:30. I want to be on the road. I'll be gaining time the whole way as time zones start to work for me now. My days will be longer. It's a pollution. I'm not really sure when I'm going or whenever I'm routed, honey. I hope you don't get pulled over again. Me too. I hope so too. Cupcake, I will be back, honey. Next time I'll have a fan. I can tell that one of my pulley wheels, I hope it's not my water pump, something, I think it's like a pulley, idler pulley, is starting to go bad. You can hear a little bit of scraping up there. So, but I've done 8,186 miles so far this journey, and it's going to top out at 10,000. Mark Handler, please follow me across Iowa so I don't miss meeting up with you, okay? Yeah, that's a lot of miles. I did 500 miles just in Chicago. I did almost 80 miles yet. Yeah, that is a lot of miles. So it's going to be warm. So I'm excited. I want to try to slip in this 2-week period when I get back before I go to Vegas. I do want to go down to Point Reyes Station, see Billy Boy down there, and I enjoy that place. I have a hard time getting signal, but it's like my ultimate touchstone chill out place. Almost Uber. How you doing today? It's a really nice chill out place for me. My confidence now in vanning is sky high. Sky high. So Mark Handler, yeah, just give back of the pulley a spray. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that, Joseph Kane. You can just hear a little bit of the early, like a bearing fail or something like that. And thank you, Joseph Kane, for all of your courtesy. Thanks to all of you people who have been supportive of Missy Jenn too. She's really appreciated that. It's going to be an adjustment for her to have me back on the Rancho too. She's been queen of the Rancho while I've been gone. The queen of the Rancho. Now I'm going to be like a ranch hand when I get back. So the two big stops I want to make are Cheyenne and Reno. I spoke to Don for a long time. He enjoyed it. Yeah, he really did, Cupcake. I think it's one of those cases when you meet somebody in person. I know it drives Kit and Cat crazy when I say it, but when you meet somebody in person, it puts a whole new dimension to your experience. And Donnie was like, he never expected to have that good an encounter with Marshall, but they hit it off like old friends because they have the commonality of Class B camper vans. So Donnie showed up this morning. Okay, take care, Nicole. Good morning, Jock Blue. How are you? I also have to enjoy the end of my smoking, because when I get back to the Rancho, ain't no way Missy Jenn's gonna be tolerating that. Yeah, there's a monument fly at Donner Pass. Missy Jenn and I did a video. You can go on our, just put Donner Pass into our search box and you'll see it. There's not much I don't have a video on. Nice bird. Yeah, I got a great videos about that. Oh, and McFly, please put I have Rosie Murphy and Rosie O'Kelly. Please put Lake Tahoe into my video search box. I did a cinematic video on Lake Tahoe that you may enjoy. I'm going to have a cinematic video on the Pabst house here, the spectacular mansion of Captain Pabst, the guy that founded Pabst Brewing. Yeah, the Norwegian princess ain't gonna put up with that. Man, that plane came in low. Right on the flyway. Elvis is still at the boondocking spot. He was hanging out with. Yeah, I'm at the airport, Josephine. He was hanging out with Marshall this morning. He came over. He really enjoyed meeting Marshall and me. He wants to hook on for the CamperCon 2019, the Southwest edition. Go over to Mexico and all that stuff. Maybe D-Dubs will be along. So we're kind of building a caravan here. Oh yeah, I bet the Pabst Mansion is beautiful. I mean, that place was spectacular. All of Milwaukee was incredible to me. All of CamperCon's just a joke. Elvis was trying to have a CamperCon down in Florida in 2018. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, Dorlin. Crazy. It's going to be weird to sleep on a regular bed. I haven't done so, but I have saved over $5,000 in hotel costs on this trip. $5,000. Why the thumbs down? I never even look at thumbs up and thumbs down. What the thumbs downers don't like is when I don't even talk about it. So it's like it doesn't have any effect on me. They never affect my content in any way. You know, I run my own program. Put the AC on today and get moving. Cab 7 is great. Yes, with thumbs up, you mean actually. I ask people as a matter of course to thumb up the stream. The Urban Boon, but do I make a big issue? Do I sit here and whine about the thumbs down that I get? No, I don't. It doesn't do anything to affect the content I'm going to put up. But I have a lot of people that like me that may not think about thumbs upping, and it's a good thing. Yeah, thumbs up and thumbs down. It's all engagement. I mean, the engagement level has been super high. We had over 200 people on the streams yesterday, 140 last night. It's been good. But I don't dwell on all that crap. It's all engagement. It's all how much time you spend and all that. So, seeing how Elvis said much, there in a few more hours must be the only. Let's see. Seeing how Elvis said how much he detests Milwaukee, if he stays there for a few more hours, must be only out of love for you. I'm on the road now. I'm getting ready to head out. I don't know if he'll stay in Milwaukee or not, but remember, that's an opinion on his. Thank you very much, Johnny West. I appreciate that. I still am into the old radios. I sure am. You'll be able to see project that I'll be underway with. So we did have a big national Northwestern Mutual convention that was in town. It was a lot of people in there, looked to be in their 30s and stuff, and a lot of these people were drunk and they were taking up the sidewalk. But to me, it's a convention. It's why they said happy days in Milwaukee, right? Remember Tom Bosley was a hardware store guy, right? And would have his convention with his hat and all that stuff. Milwaukee's like a super convention town. Super convention town. You know, it's such a cool place to be. Anyway, guys, it is 10:30. I am going to get on the road. I will see you guys somewhere once I get situated on I-80. And then I will see you. We'll get some live stream going, and we'll see you across Iowa. And you all have a great, great day.